Hi everyone, and welcome to another video from SPAPI Developer University. In this video, we are going to explain the different options developers and sellers have in order to fulfill their invoicing obligations in the European marketplace. Let's get started. Invoicing is an essential task in order to stay compliant with regulations and to build trust with buyers on Amazon. To provide a better customer experience, Amazon created and enforced the business invoicing policy. Sellers must adhere to the policy by providing Amazon business customers with a valid VAT invoice for each order within 1 business day of the order dispatch. The same rules apply for order returns and credit notes creation. Let's explore the different invoicing solutions. There are 3 accepted mechanisms with which sellers can create and upload invoices to customers. These are VCS or VAT calculation service, which is a free invoicing automation solution by Amazon, VCS Lite, a variation of the VAT calculation service, and IDU, or Invoice Document Uploader, the basic invoice uploader solution. Let's see what each of these options means in more detail. With VCS, the seller needs to enroll in the VAT calculation service by Amazon. With this option, Amazon generates invoices on behalf of the seller. With VCS Lite, the seller enrolls in the VAT calculation service but uploads invoices on their own using VAT data provided by Amazon. With VCS Lite, it is mandatory to use SPAPI to generate and upload invoices. With IDU, sellers own the full invoicing process. They use their own tax calculation data and upload the invoice either through Seller Central, MYO, or through SPAPI. The Sell and Partner API supports developers and sellers in their invoice automations by providing APIs and reports to get the data required in order to correctly create an invoice, upload an invoice, or track invoices. We will now see how each of the invoicing options can be implemented using SPAPI on a high level. First, VCS. Because with this option, Amazon generates invoices for the seller, the SPAPI application doesn't need to create or upload invoices. Still, an invoicing solution provider app can retrieve data about the invoices generated by Amazon through the following workflow. The seller provides their VCS registration details to the solution provider app. The application uses the Notifications API to subscribe to the Reports Process and Finished notification. The application then requests the VCR, or Amazon VAT Calculation Report. Once the notification is received, the application downloads the report. The report is finally used to check the invoices generated or share them with the selling partners. The next option is when sellers enroll in VCS Lite. The approach is similar in that the selling partner provides the SPAPI application with their VCS registration details. The Notifications API and Reports API are used similarly as well. However, with VCS Lite, a different report is provided. That is the VIDR report, standard for VAT Invoicing Data Report. These reports are scheduled, then downloaded, and provide all the data necessary to create both invoices and credit notes. Once the document is created, the Feeds API is used with the Upload VAT Invoice feed type in order to upload the document to Amazon. E-invoicing is mandatory in some countries, for example in Italy. Therefore, the VIDR report also includes data that support creating e-invoices. The buyer e-invoice account ID and the recommended invoice format can be used to automate electronic invoice creation and upload to the authorities. The last option is IDU, or when sellers self-calculate and upload their VAT invoices and credit notes. In this option, the process starts by the seller providing their VAT details, such as their VAT number, to the SPAPI app. The Notifications API and Reports API are similarly used as in the other options. However, in this case, different reports are needed. The application requests or schedules the Get Order Report data invoicing for MFN and the Get Amazon Fulfilled Shipments data invoicing for FBA shipments. The reports are then downloaded and the Upload VAT Invoice feed type is used through the Feeds API to upload the invoice. For the credit note creation process, the Finance API V0 or the List Financial Events operation can be used to retrieve refund events. The credit note document is then uploaded to Amazon using the same feed type. One note here on orders reports customization. Order reports can be customized using the column picker. The link in the description. This is done on Seller Central, but also impacts the reports downloaded from SP API. You can activate columns that support your invoicing use cases, such as billing, buyer tax identifiers, buyer company name, and VAT details, which is VCS only. Invoicing and shipment data contain personal identifiable information. For this reason, Amazon restricts access to the reports we've seen previously. To gain access to this data, solution providers and application developers need to request the tax invoicing role in their developer profile. Once the request is processed and accepted, developers can apply the role on their application profile. For sellers who have previously authorized an application, reauthorization is needed in order to be able to request the restricted resources on their behalf. Let's now see what a product tax code is and how it can be assigned using SP API. A product tax code, or PTC, is an Amazon-defined code that has the correct set of VAT rates across the EU and the UK for a specific product category. It is used by VAT calculation services to determine the appropriate VAT rate to apply to sales and refunds of your products. With the Product Type Definitions API and the Listings API, you can assign the PTC for your SKUs as displayed. The schema returned by the Product Type Definitions API when a seller ID is provided as a parameter shows the list of available PTCs. You should assign the relevant PTC to your products based on the category applicable. However, it is not required to add this for every listing or product. When not added, the standard tax rates, HN standard, will apply. Finally, let's understand how invoicing relates to the seller's account health. As part of the seller account health metrics, the invoice defect rate, or IDR, is available to help sellers track their invoicing efficiency and compliance with the Amazon Business Invoicing policy. IDR measures the number of orders from Amazon Business customers for which an invoice or receipt wasn't uploaded within 1 working day of dispatch. It is calculated as a percentage of your total orders from Amazon Business customers. The account may be deactivated or enforced if the threshold of 5% is reached. By enrolling in VCS, you may maintain a 0% IDR. SP API also supports you in tracking IDR and seller account health in general. A performance metrics report, Get V2 Seller Performance Report, is available. The IDR value can be found in the invoice defect rate attribute. This brings us to the end of this video. We hope this clarified how Amazon and the Selling Partner API can support your invoice and automation solutions. You can also find more resources in the description below. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe for more SP API videos and content. Bye!